Good morning.
Good morning.
As I was introduced, I'm Angie Brady, the Director of Tourism for the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Who's ever heard of the Convention and Visitors Bureau? Yay! I do this presentation a lot, and a lot of times it's crickets. I don't even know who you are, what do you do? So I'm glad to see a lot of hands come up. I'm going to go, typically I do like a 30-minute presentation, so 6 minutes is really hard for me. But we'll go through it kind of quick, and then there'll be question and answer time afterwards. We're a little unique. I'm not really, selling a tangible product, but I'm going to tell you about the resources we can provide to the community. If you have a new business that you're trying to start and you're bringing people in, know that we can provide you resources to kind of say, Fayetteville is great. And we hear this all the time. There's nothing to do here. Oh, yes, there is. You just have to know where to go to find what it is to do and what's going on. I'm going to give you a couple of those resources. I've got some stuff in the back of the room, some resources that you're free to take. Please take that and then come visit us at some of our locations, which we'll go through in the presentation. So our mission statement. We're all about the visitor. The only reason I have a job is because we have people staying in our hotels, because that's how we're funded. We are funded through the hotel occupancy tax. Anytime you go and stay at a hotel, you're going to pay the room rate, you're going to pay sales tax, and there's also something on there called, it'll say room occupancy or occupancy tax. That's how convention and visitor bureaus are funded. In Cumberland County, how it works is the visitor pays the tax, Cumberland County collects that money from the hotel. There are 3 entities within Cumberland County that receive percentages of that occupancy tax: the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Arts Council, and the Crown Center. Okay? And then the money left over from that is available for nonprofits and other organizations to go to the, it's administered through the Tourism Development Authority. They can, if you have an event, I know, for example, Duck Derby, When Pigs Fly, the Holiday Fair, events like that can go to the TDA and ask for a grant to help with marketing their event. That money has to be used for marketing their event, billboards, advertising, to get people to come in, because we want to keep that cycle. We want to get people to come in, stay in the hotel, they pay the occupancy tax. So it's this cycle that we're trying to always keep generated. But our mission, our main mission, the way we were started, was to promote Fayetteville and Cumberland County as a destination for conventions, tournaments, and individual travel. Okay, all of those people are coming in, staying in our hotels, paying the occupancy tax, eating in our restaurants, shopping in our stores, visiting our attractions, and realizing that Fayetteville really has great things to do. So tourism is important to every community, not just us, not just little old Fayetteville, but every community relies on tourism. Tourism is big business. Real quickly, this may be a little hard to see, but the power of travel, it trickles down. So there's the traveler. Well, they got to get here somehow, okay? So they're getting here by plane, they're getting here by car, and then it trickles down. You've got to put gas in those cars. They're coming for a meeting and convention, they're shopping, they're going to museums. That trickles down to people that are supplying those resources. And then it trickles down to the people that are actually providing the service. So tourism it trickles down, and it affects everyone. Just some stats for 2013. We don't have 2014. Those numbers aren't released they won't be released until next August, so we're working off 2013 numbers. And it's prepared by what was known as the North Carolina Division of Tourism, Sports, and Film. Due to legislation that was just written and passed, that state division is now a public-private entity. but they still provide services for CVBs across the state. One of the great things that they do, they have someone on site who conducts research on tourism for every county. We don't have to do it ourselves, where a lot of states, a lot of communities have to do it on their own. A couple of things that I want to point out here. In the blue, in 2013, of the 100 counties in North Carolina, Cumberland County is number 9 in tourism. That's huge. Like, you don't think that tourism is that powerful in Cumberland County. We're number 9. We beat out some of the coastal communities. We beat out some of the mountain communities. And anytime you hear visit North Carolina, you hear mountains and you hear coasts. So we're really proud of that number 9 ranking. The second thing that I want to point out here is because of tourism, each household saves $103.85 in taxes. If we didn't have tourism, you would pay, each household would pay an additional $103 in taxes. So the more tourism we have, the more money that's generated, the more taxes we save. So it impacts everybody. And this information is available online at www.ncommerce.com. And you can check other counties' information too if you're curious. So we try to be a resource for Cumberland County. Because of who we are and because of who's here, Fort Bragg, we're very transient. So other than being that resource for visitors, we want to be a resource for our community. We have 3 locations that you can come visit us and get information on what there is to see, do, maps, guides, whatever you need. Our main location is downtown, Person Street, 245 Person Street, right at that new little roundabout, catty corner to the courthouse. We are there Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We have brochures, destination guides, we have maps, we have brochures on area attractions. We have visitor center staff that if you've got friends and family coming in and you're trying to put an itinerary together of what there is to do, they can help you. All of our materials, all of our services are free. Okay. We have 2 other locations. One at the Transportation and Local History Museum. They are open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4. That location is manned by part-time staff and volunteers. Okay? They have all the same materials. They'll provide you all the same information as our main location. But you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can go see the visitor center, and then you can visit the Transportation and Local History Museum. We have another location at the mall, Cross Creek Mall, in the JCPenney wing, next to the new children's play area, which the Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud sponsor, the primary sponsor of that children's play area. That location is also manned by part-time staff and volunteers. Their hours vary through the week. Now that it's getting to be the holiday season, we'll kind of ramp that up a little. But they have all the same materials as the other 2 locations. So you have 3 locations that you can come get information about Cumberland County and what there is to do. Our website, our pride and joy, www.visitfayettevillenc.com. This is where we tell everyone to go to. In this day and age, people want quick information, so we have a mobile site, and if at your desktop, we have the regular website, visitfayettevillenc.com. Real quickly, this is just the homepage of the website. At the top, social media, we're all over it. So if you don't follow us or like us right now, please find us and like us. We won't inundate your feed. But we do try to post current events that are coming on, mark your calendar type events. We are on Twitter, we're on Pinterest, we're on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel. There's a lot. We spend a lot of time, kind of embracing this social media page. We have a portal on our website where if you have friends and family coming in, down here at the bottom it says book accommodations. You can book hotel rooms straight from our website. It's totally secure, it's totally safe, and very easy to navigate. And then you can also check out our calendar of events. And we are constantly going out to all of our attractions, just other entities, Fayetteville Tech, Fayetteville State, Methodist, and finding out what are public events they have going on campus. And we put that on our calendar to just share that. You can search by date ranges, you can search by certain filters. If you're looking for something in particular, like theaters, sports, whatever you're looking for, we have it listed. Now, up at the top, you saw e-newsletter, sign up, and then all of our social media icons. Anybody can go here, fill out the form, and then tell us what you would be interested in receiving emails on. About twice a month, we send out monthly e-promotions. They cover anything from events going on to niche, the Civil War. Civil War is big here. And so we do one specifically, people that are interested in the Civil War will travel. So we have a whole database of people that are interested in the Civil War, and we do one mailing specifically to them. We do one on July 4th, because we always have tons of events going on July 4th. And what better place to celebrate July 4th than the place where our friends and neighbors are out fighting for that freedom. So you can check what you're interested in, submit it. It goes directly into our database, and at any time you can unsubscribe. So I encourage you to go onto the website, click on that e-newsletter sign up, and sign up for that. The Scoutlook app. This is brand new. I say brand new, almost a year old. We developed this mobile app in coordination with Fort Bragg MWR. Originally, we started off and we wanted just to have an app for our military folks to be able to learn what there was to do in the community, because they're so transient and they're moving to all different places and they're trying to learn post and they're trying to learn the community. And then we expanded it to include all of Cumberland County. This is a free download, Apple and Android devices. You do a quick little login, you create a username and a password, but basically it's GPS centered. So wherever you are, it will tell you what's close by. You can also search by restaurants or shopping or services, hotels. The same information that's on our website filters this app as well. So information is consistent. And we launched it in coordination with Fort Bragg. It's Fort Bragg approved. And the one difference is that when you're on post and you see reviews, those are reviews by people that are on post. If they're military, we allow them to give live posts and live feedback. Now, if you're in the community, if you're not on post, the reviews that you will see are from Yelp. Okay. So I encourage you to, again, go to your store, whatever you use, Google Play or iTunes, download this, check it out. I think you'll find it very helpful. Another resource that we have, and some of these are in the back, I encourage you to take these as well. This is our passport to America's hometown. This passport includes 12 different attractions, which if you came to see us and you said, what is there to do? I've got friends and family coming in over the holidays, what is there to do? They're going to give you one of these passports. Both museums on post are included, and then attractions like the Botanical Garden, Fascinate You Children's Museum, Airborne and Special Ops Museum, Museum of Cape Fear. So there's 12 different attractions. Once you complete your visit, they will stamp your passport. Every location has a different passport, and you can go to any of those locations and get more passports. Children love these. They love to carry it around and get their stamp. And so it's a little bit easier to carry around rather than a big destination guide and you're trying to navigate all the information. And those are absolutely free to take. So as you can see, we're constantly positioning Fayetteville as an ideal destination. From our destination guide, which we have at all of our locations, our website. When you're traveling I-95 through Cumberland County, you see these signs that say for visitor information, tune to 1680 AM. We have that. We have that hardware in our office, and once a month I upload new recordings that talk about events going on during that month, and then key exits. Exit 49, if people need to get out and stretch their legs or need overnight accommodation, stop at exit 49. Those sorts of things. Billboards. If you've traveled down 95, you've seen Uncle Sam on our billboards promoting Fayetteville and our exits, and we're great. Please stop. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, we've talked about that. So we're constantly updating all of these resources. Tourism is important to every community, not just ours. And that's what I have. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it very much. Questions? Yes?
Do you know why we were number 9?
Why? Well, it's based on all those figures, all those dollar amounts spent in other communities. Like Charlotte is number 1. So the bigger metropolitan areas are going to be higher just because they're larger. They have more meeting space. They have bigger hotels. All of that is factored into the rankings are based on the money spent in those communities, those counties. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
What kind of publicity or information do you provide about colleges in the area?
On our website, we do have a whole education page that includes all of our higher education opportunities. Let's see, what else do we have? We work with specific offices on each campus, but on our website we do have a whole page dedicated to that. I mean, we're always open to new partnerships. So if you've got something in mind, I'd love to talk to you and see what we can work. We're always open to new opportunities, absolutely. What up? Yes, ma'am.
Are you responsible or having a connection with submitting stuff to Our State magazine?
Yes,
for
ma'am.
the Fayetteville? I didn't know if it was you guys or if it was the individual events, because I've noticed that several events that we've had here never made the magazine.
What's interesting about Our State, we do upload to several other, like once we get the event, we post it to our event calendar. We post it to the visitnc.com, which is it promotes all of the state. We also upload to a couple of different news stations, WRAL, WTVD, News Channel 14, and there's a couple magazines. The interesting thing about Our State is that they only take a handful of events. It's not every event that's submitted to them that they will take. Every month we submit, every time we get an event that we think would be that great regional poll, we submit it. Then it's up to them whether or not they take it. We do it, but then also, I know the Arts Council will submit their events. I know Dogwood Festival will submit their, so it's just everybody kind of like inundating them and going, Fayetteville's great, pick us up. But then it's really totally up to them as to whether they pick it up or not. So, yeah. Yes?
I have a couple questions. Is this state funded or is this a nonprofit?
No, we are a not-for-profit. We are a 501c6. And as I mentioned earlier, we are funded strictly through occupancy tax. A lot of convention and visitors bureaus are membership-based, so they are funded through membership dues as well. We are not. We represent every hotel, every attraction, everything. We represent you. So it's only through that occupancy tax. So if we don't have people staying in our hotels, it affects our bottom line, because then that affects, the money distributed through the county. And that's legislation. Not just anybody can go, oh, I want a piece of the pie. I want a piece of the occupancy tax. That's written through legislation. That's state law. And all bureaus have that legislation written. So, yes, sir.
Yes, my question is, and I don't know if I missed it during your briefing. My question is, one time you guys had a plan to build a store in the Visitors Bureau that would feature local products.
You know what? You are right on target, and it just opened. And I was making a beeline to you because we would love to have your sauce in our store.
And I dropped off a bottle of that sauce to you guys about 3 months ago.
Okay, we just opened the store about 3 weeks ago, and we just got it filled with inventory. So I'd love to get with you and make sure.
I have one class today. Right after that class, I'll make a beeline to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Where is that store located?
In our main office at 245 Person Street. Yep. We have, in there, we have postcards, shot glasses, like those little stickers you see on everyone's window that says, OIB. Well, ours say FAY. We have one for Hope Mills. We have one for Spring Lake. We have one for Fort Bragg. We have one for Eastover. So come get your stickers and put them on your car. We have shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve. They say Fayetteville. We're working on the other municipalities, but we started off with Fayetteville. We've got hats. I don't think what else we have. We have patriotic CDs, which was recorded by the Fayetteville Symphony. It's all patriotic music, and Dr. Fakori, his song that he wrote, Viva Lafayette, is on there. And we've had that for probably a couple years now, but we still have some. But we have a lot of other cool little items that say Fayetteville. So, yes, sir.
You guys once had a program, the Ambassadors Program.
Yes.
Is there any chance of that coming back?
No. Actually, what we did away with that for a lot of reasons, but we're retooling an online portal that we had. It will be called Society of Patriots, and it will be kind of the same thing where you can go on, take classes, learn about the community, and so we've been working on that for probably 6 to 8 months, but it'll be coming out pretty soon. So, yeah.
And I would just like to add that if you haven't been to the location, please do go. I homeschool my 4 kids and have done plenty of your programs, the geocaching and the passport.
Awesome.
They're all awesome.
Awesome. That makes me very happy. Yes.
I have one more question. Do you ever hire for students that want to do co-op or programs for students that are just graduating?
We have offered internships. It just depends on what they're looking for and if what we have to do matches with what they're looking to do. We have offered internships in the past. It just we got to make sure that it fits right. So, absolutely.
Angie, I'll take the last question.
Okay.
What can the community do for you?
The community can do for us, spread the word. Come visit us. Know that we are here to serve you. We like to be that one-stop shop and provide you with the resources and the information that you need to know about your community, because we really do have great things to do, and we should be really proud of Fayetteville and show it off. I'm really proud to be here and to work for this organization and spread the good word about what we're doing. So, yep. Thank you.
Once again, we would like to thank our 2 entrepreneur rock stars this week, Mr. Julius Cook with Easy's Barbecue and Angie Brady with the Fayetteville Area Conventions Bureau. Next week is Thanksgiving, so I'd like to tell you in advance, happy Thanksgiving, enjoy your family. We will not have 1 million cups next week, but we will return again December the 3rd. The presenters that we have is one is Home Safe Inventory, and Mr. Steve Rogers is in the audience today, and he'll be presenting on the 3rd of December, along with another business called Hip Hop Cafe. So please come out again on the 3rd of December. We do apologize about the coffee this morning. Next December 3rd, we'll make sure that coffee is up and running. If you know of an entrepreneur that would like to get up and tell their story here, please let them know about 1 million cups. They'll know it's 1millioncups.com/Fayetteville. Also tweet us as well. And like I always say, bring a friend and tell a friend. Thank you again for coming.
We have a little bit emergency coffee here for people who desperately need to warm up. The resources coordinator.